Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you guys the process of installing this guy here, the California air compressor. Okay, these are quiet air compressor. I had did a lot of research. There you can get a bunch of them, different kind of companies, but I went with this guy here because it's the 8 gallon. I was gonna get the Harbor Freight one. Basically, it is the 4 gallon they have, but it will constantly be on. So I went with a little bigger tank. I do have an unboxing of this tank video I will be uploading, and I just want to show you guys step by step how they did this, what tools I use, and what stuff do you need. And I did something a little bit different than everybody else is doing. I kept the original air pump that came with the machine. So I'm going to be using both of them, the original and this air assist. And I will explain in the video too why. So let's go ahead, jump in to see what kind of tools I got, what we're going to use, and what we're going to end up with in the end, because I did change some stuff in the middle of the video too. I just changed my mind and did some more crazy stuff. Alright, so let's go dig into this, and I hope you guys like this video.
So here's the part you need, okay? I ordered this from Amazon, but if you have it, you don't have to order. Same thing with this guy. So I have this one. I didn't order nothing. I had this guy. I did order these two parts from Amazon. So this guy here, it is a solenoid that is going to control the valve on and off, okay? And then this guy is basically an air hose, 1/4 inch diameter. It comes in with the cutter. It does come actually with the kit. Is these guys here, a bunch of stuff, adapters and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you what we're going to use. We're not going to use almost none of these. We're going to use the tape, of course, the plumbing tape. So this guy I ordered in the solenoid. Even the solenoid, I'm not going to use those heads. I have a different trick, okay? But this is the guy, is an air valve controller. This is my old thing that came out from somewhere. Instead of buying a new one, I just use this one. This is a professional one actually. These are very expensive, but what it does actually, it controls the air. You can control the pressure. Now in my compressor, I do have an air controller. I can control only, let's say, 20-pound goes off on, but I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use maybe that one there or this one, doesn't matter, but they're both the same. So I might leave this guy open. I just need to use this guy only for the water trap. So basically, if there's a water coming from the line, from moisture and stuff like that, it's going to go inside here. It's not going to go to my machine. So the way I'm going to do this, I have a different trick, okay, than people that usually does it. So I'm going to explain to you guys and how I'm going to do this. I went and purchased this pipe, okay, from Home Depot. It is a 1/4 inch pipe, basically, male to male. Let me open it up and show you guys. Okay, is this guy is brass? Okay, they will not have this in black because gas does not go less than, I think, 3/8. And then of course this head here is not a 1/4 inch. So what I did, I purchased this guy here from Home Depot too. Is basically a reducer. I have one open already. So I'm gonna have this guy here, something like this, and then I'm gonna have this guy over here. Why I'm doing this? Because I don't have a place to hook this up. I do not want to hook it up like, how they call it, monkey it. I want to do a right good thing. So I'm gonna hook up this guy like this. So basically, the solenoid is gonna be hauled to the compressor, something like this. Okay. After I tie them together, and then the wiring for the solenoids is going to come here, and then of course you got your. I'm going to hang this here. That's why I'm using this guy, because I have a nice bracket that I'm going to mount it to anywhere, and nothing's going to move anymore. Okay, so let me put those together, and of course one of these going to go in here, and one is out. So on a small air hose, the black one I showed you earlier, is going to go to the compressor. Then from the compressor, from this guy, is going to go back to the laser. Now I am doing a little trick. on the laser tool, not only this compression, I am going to be using the actual air compressor that come with the machine too, and I will explain why with this guy. Okay, so let's go. Let me hook up these guys and let's go do the installation, and I'm going to show you some more stuff. Okay, so here's the device we were talking about. So what we're going to need to actually assemble it, the wire at least, is going to be wire, screwdriver, and this is a wire, like a shrink tube. I will shrink those wires after I do them. So what we're gonna do first, like I told you guys, we're gonna loosen. Let's see if I can do this, and I'm trying to focus so my phone will not keep go out of focus. So I'm gonna loosen this guy here, okay, and then this piece will come out, and then we get to wire this guy. So to wire this guy, give me a second. So to wire this guy, we're gonna open the screw here. There's a screw in here, and I'll unscrew it to open it up, and maybe a little more. I think it's a long screw. Yeah, it looks like it's a long screw. There it is, opening. Okay, it opens up. So basically this is how it looks. You're gonna feed the wire through here. So we take this guy apart from here, and there should be a washer. Yep. So just dropped right now on the floor. Let me walk after it. So here's the washer. Basically you're gonna feed your wire through here, something like this, through this guy, to the washer, to that washer, just to lock it. Then it goes inside here. It's gonna come out and it's gonna attach to this guy. So here there's three. There's a ground. There is this one for a red, and this one's gonna be for the black wire. So red, black, and we can hook a ground. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have a ground wire. I only have two of these. Okay. So this solenoid is gonna be two wires. I'm just gonna have positive, negative. That's all I'm gonna hook up. The ground I'm not gonna hook up. I will hook up later on. Just for now, for the video, later on I've already ordered some wires. I will hook up a ground and just hook it up somewhere to my machine. Okay, but it should be fine. Okay, it's only 24 volt anyway. I'm using this is a 24 cylinder, 24 volt cylinder. Okay, not saying I don't recommend you to put ground in there, but just at this point, for this purpose, that's what I'm gonna use. This is an 18 gauge wire, rated to 600 volt. I usually use it for small application like this one here. Nothing that big of a deal. Okay, so here's the wire. We're gonna strip heads out of this wire, and then I'm gonna show you how to hook it up. Okay, Harbor Freight tool. Okay, so we're gonna see what size is this guy gonna be. Somewhere here, 1.3. We're gonna strip, turn a couple times, and then rip it off. Every time you strip a wire, always look inside. So if you see, okay, let me redo this again. Sorry guys, because I was not showing you guys while I was doing it. So example, I cut this guy up. Every time you strip a wire, I'm gonna do it wrong, just as an example. Okay, let me focus here. So I'm gonna do it the wrong way, just to show you. So if I'm stripping a wire, always when you strip and you're trying to pull it. Now, if you end up with these basically wire on your wire from cutting to this guy, that's not good, because you just made this guy weaker. So, just example, if this was an 18 gauge, you start ripping wire out of it, you made it like 20 gauge. Okay, so always make sure you cut it with the right. You're trying to strip it with the right tool or with the right side. So when you strip it, you should not see anything got cut off from this wire in here. Okay? The difference will be because then your wire becomes weaker, plus your amp voltage is not going to travel as it should be rated. So again, you're reducing the gauge of this guy, and it might get hot or something, the wire, because you didn't do it the right way. Okay, so we're just gonna strip these guys. Always turn it when you're stripping it, and then just pull. Okay. Now again, if one of them cut off, it's okay. But if we're talking more than like 5, 6 of them, then you got a problem. Okay. So we're gonna take those two here. Okay, and we're gonna feed them through this guy here. We got these and this. We're gonna feed it to this guy first. Okay, and we're gonna feed it to this contraption here, and then it's gonna go in a box, something like this, and it's gonna go red here and a black one right here and black here. Okay, but what I will do, I'm gonna put these guys to strip just in case. You know, I like to attach these. I don't want them to be just touching all over. I like to have a cover on top of them. So I'm gonna put this guy here and heat it up and do it, and I'll show you. So what I did, I just left that much out, and I fed it a little bit inside this shrink heat basically tube. Let's heat it up and show you how it's gonna look like. So basically, heat gun, and just heat it up. It should start shrinking it. Now this is how it looks, just to cover these. Okay, it's not something big of a deal. Again, I should use a smaller one, but this is what I have right now. It's okay. Maybe after later on. And if you always want to see, I don't use a lot, but I will need a lot of cable. But I can always add to this guy and go forward more and more. Okay, so again, let me show you guys now how we're gonna wire this guy. Again, something simple. I'm gonna give you guys, I'm doing in details. That was just so in case if somebody never did it before, you know, you can go back and watch this video a couple times. Just joking, guys. All right, so okay, let's do this quick as possible. I'm gonna open these guys from here. Now I do buy these tubes. I buy a lot of them from Harbor Freight. They go on sale sometimes, so I just wait when I see some sale, big Harbor Freight sale. I go there and purchase them. You know, if I don't need them, you know, I'll just wait. If I need them very, very bad, of course, I'm just gonna go purchase them. But sometimes they put them for like $1 or something, so I purchase a bunch of them. Because again, I use them a lot. You can see even my screwdriver is rated for electrical screwdriver, because I do a lot of electrical stuff around the house, and you know, I like electrical stuff. All right, stop talking now, and let's wire these guys. I'm gonna hold them like this, and I'm just gonna show you screwdriver and just tie it. That's all you gotta do. Tie this guy a little bit. Tie this guy just to hold the wire. And then I'm gonna just double tie him again. Okay. So again, it's basically, this is a solenoid, okay? And this is where you're gonna tie your stuff to, basically. That's all it is. Okay? Sorry guys, I was kind of way high. This is a solenoid, and this is basically a plug for that particular solenoid, okay? And then this is your plug. It's gonna go something like this. This guy is gonna sit like this. So the solenoid is gonna hook up over here. Even in the future, like, you know, you have to open the screw, you can just take this guy and then you can place this guy if something went wrong over here. So we're gonna push this guy in, that rubber piece, we're gonna push it in, and then we're gonna bring this guy. You make sure you feed those before you feed your wire in, so you will not make mistake. A lot of people make mistakes and then they open them. Okay, and now we just tie this guy in, and we should lock this guy, not a lot, but at least it doesn't move crazy. Okay, and then we're gonna put this guy back where it was, and then we put the screw in here, the long bolt, and then we tie it with a screwdriver. Now it's tight. Don't over tie it, just tie it so you will not break this plastic. Okay, and now all we gotta do, bring this device, okay, and then we hook up this guy to go this direction, and that's it. So this is the wire is gonna come out from it, and of course you're gonna put this screw in here to hold it. It's a screw, and at the same time is basically a relief when you basically let in and in, and when you stop it, a little air is gonna come out from here, basically something like that. I like that noise, and it's gonna relieve from here. So make sure you tie this guy too. Very good. So it should not move. So this is how it's gonna look. Let me show you guys. So the wire is hooked up to this guy. A pipe's gonna come out from here, and this is gonna be for the trapped for the water. Okay. So let's go back in right now. Mount this guy into the machine, and then we'll do the wiring and see how everything works. Okay. So I would like to mount it something like this. Okay, over here. Sorry guys, it's kind of cold. So I like to mount it something like this. The air gonna come from here. It's gonna go inside over here. So, but because this is the back of the machine, and I know I usually bottom out all the way to these woods here on the wall, so probably I'm gonna have to go somewhere, something like this. I can even go like this, but the problem again, it's too high. This gauge is too far away. I hope I had a smaller gauge, but I don't. This is the best thing I have. I could take this gauge out completely and plug this to make it like this flat, but we'll see. I think I should do that. I'll just plug this guy. I'll leave this guy wide open, and I'll use this guy here to control this guy. So I actually decided to plug it. Here is why. Again, I could have went this direction. I even thought about going like this, but this is my in, this is my out. So I don't want the hose comes back this way and then this guy goes this way to go, because I'm gonna feed the wire from here. Okay, the wire in the air hose. So I'm gonna leave it like this. Okay, where's storage? If I want to adjust it, you know, to turn it off on, it's gonna be from here. But again, all this I don't need. All I'm using is gonna be this guy here. Okay, and then this guy. So it's okay. I'm gonna mount it like this. It's close to this guy. This guy will hit, not this guy. So I'm basically safe. In the water, the air will go this way with the wire in this hole and feed that way. Okay, so let me do this, hook it up, and then feed that way. And I'll show you guys how I'm gonna feed the wires and stuff like that, little by little. Okay. So don't mind my garbage in the back. Every time I make a video, for some reason, I don't clean this. Now, after I finish the video, I will end up cleaning this mess over here. So here is the air pump, the small air pump I'm talking about. I'm not going to cancel it. So basically, this is the wire. I mean, the hose is going to go this way, and it's going to go all the way up to the actual air blower that blows from the head for the laser. So I'm gonna run the wire here, and I'm gonna cut this guy somewhere over here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, give me a second. So basically, I'm gonna grab this tool here that cuts. Okay, and I'm gonna do something like over here. I want to say, okay, over here, and this guy just you gotta do just cut it. Now it's cut. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. This guy is gonna be one side in. Okay. In, it's not gonna come out no more. Then this guy is the out that goes to the laser head. It's gonna trap over here, so it's not gonna come out. And then I'm gonna feed my tube for the laser head from here. For the high pressure air compressor from this hole. We don't need it long, something like that. And then we're gonna hook it up to this guy here. So basically, what I just did right now, these two here, this guy is going to be the high pressure, and my low pressure is still that same pump. When I turn my high pressure, this guy is going to just kick air in here, push air to this guy is going to go a laser. That's it. Simple as that. Then I will run my wire from here, go this way, and I'll show you in a minute, okay? So basically, again, I put more shrink wrap around the whole wire, and I fed it through here. I'm just gonna put some tape, one here, maybe one here, one here. I just like to have them all organized, nothing moving crazy, especially me pulling this guy back and forth. I don't want nothing be moving. So let me put some tape. So here's the finished product, basically just for this guy not to go nowhere. Okay, I like him organized. That's it. So okay, the air hose went over here is attached. Basically, let me show you over here. And the wire, I'm gonna feed it all the way through the machine, all the way this way to come out from here, from the door. Okay, there's this door here that you open and close. So I'm gonna feed it inside, and I'll show you guys. And with the wires of the actually water flow, there's wires, bunch of wires for the laser 2 coming out. So it's gonna basically feed from here, all the way down. Try not to hit the fan underneath the fan. We're gonna run it. Then here, where we're gonna hook up, basically, and small, same thing, line from here to here. I have ordered some part, but I'm just gonna monkey it right now. I'm gonna use something else to show you. It's the right part anyway, but just temporary until I have the fitting. I have ordered fitting for here, but I have a different fitting. I'm gonna use temporary. Okay. So here, what I'm gonna use is this guy. That's also I monkey it. It's okay. It's not bad. This is gonna go in here. And the black tube is gonna go through here, and from here is gonna go through here. So we're just gonna measure how much tube do I need. I don't need a lot, but I'm just gonna go a little bit extra, not that much. So I'll fit this guy first in. So how this works, just for everybody else that never used this before, they're fitting. Basically, you're gonna push it in, and it locks. That's it. It's not gonna come out. To get it out, you have to push that blue torch this way, this direction, and then you can pull this guy up. Okay. So when you push it all the way in, usually is a seal, is a tight seal. It's not gonna go nowhere. So I'm not gonna do a lot. So if I do this, so the air is coming out of here. I have a small air in there, and I'll just here. That's all. I'm gonna cut it somewhere here. I already pushed my compressor all the way this side here, so this is the best thing I can push it to. That's it. Yeah. And then just leave a little bit. I don't want a lot, so it will not be all over. So just maybe somewhere here. Put this guy here. Cut. Air's coming from here. I just straighten this guy a little bit. That's where the air is coming. If I push it all the way in, that's it. So that's the setup from the back. Basically, let me explain a little bit more. So the air from the compressor, I'm going to be controlling it from here. The pressure wise, there's a gauge in here because I disabled my gauge over there and I opened this all the way. So this is again, you don't have to go that fancy here, like I said before, but just all you need is just a water holder, basically like a drain or something. So air from the compressor goes to here. goes to here. This is for the water drain, and then the solenoid is wired, ran it through all the way basically in this hole. There's a hole over here, and then I cut this guy, and I kept my other actually small air pump that came with the machine, and there's a split here, and that goes up. Then now I'm gonna run the wire and show you how to wire it. Okay, go all the way there, and I'll show you how to go inside and wire it. So after cleaning up the bed, just joking, guys. So what I did, here's what I did basically. I did clean up the bed. So it is from inside the lock. We fit the wire, okay, and I ran it under these pipes so it will not be sticking up, and I zip tie it with these bunch of wires here. If I show you, everything is below the fan actually, okay, and nothing in the way of the bed or something. This was always like that. This is just a return for the air, for the water, okay, and that's it. Now what we're gonna show you, I'm gonna go through here, and I'm gonna show you on the back of the machine how I'm gonna wire it. So bear with me. So the back of the machine, the wire came in from here. That is the wire. I'm gonna go through here. Let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna run it maybe through this guy because there's not a lot of wire here. I'm gonna run it this way, okay? I'm gonna bring it this way. We're gonna hook it up to the controller, and I will show you. Let me give you a better angle, set up the camera, and show you what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna try not to be in the way, but it's a little bit hard. I have no room, and the clothes I'm wearing because it is cold in here. So I'm gonna open this guy. Basically, like I told you last time, you squeeze and open up. We will open this guy too. Okay, and then we're gonna open this guy up here. We're gonna run the wire through here. Okay, I don't install these. I install it all the way up to here because I don't want to have too much installation. It might not fit and all this other stuff because I don't have room a lot of here and here. There's no other room. And then of course I'm gonna run this guy all the way like this, and somewhere here I'm gonna cut this guy and I'm gonna hook it up. Okay, so give me a minute. Let me hook this guy up. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. So here's a better angle of the camera. I'm just trying to give you guys see what I'm doing. Let me focus here. Okay, so what we're gonna hook up the red wire to the 24 volt, and the black one we're gonna hook it up to the basically X air. Okay, that's gonna control on off. Okay, so you have to take this off. Okay, and then just wiggle it and it comes out, and then we're gonna hook up the wire, one here and one here. Okay, basically here and here. So the red one's gonna go on the top, the black one's gonna go to the second piece because we're running 24 volt. So how much wire do I need? I don't need a lot. I'm just gonna do this, just eyeball it. How much wire? I'm gonna cut somewhere over here. Okay, give me a minute. Joking. So I'm gonna do, I like to always do this. I'm gonna put basically glue just like this, okay, like those, just in case. I always like to put glue just like a manufacturer, that way so nothing loose and everything will hold better. Especially this is a CNC machine that goes back and forth. This guy look like it's a little bit too long, but it's okay. I will, when I put the glue, it's gonna cover it. Give me a minute. So here's just a glue gun, by the way, guys. That's what I use, just a glue from the glue gun. So basically it's done. We're gonna hook it up here. It's gonna push it in. Okay, all the way in. The reason I know these two are the ones, I had done a video before, if you guys remember. I have hooked up a solenoid to the machine. I was turning air on and off. I removed it a couple of days prior to this video because I know this was coming, so I didn't want to take time wasting doing this video, because you guys already know my videos are a little bit longer because I like to explain details to people, and that takes a lot of time sometimes. I apologize, I do that, but I like to explain stuff to everybody. Okay, so I think this should be good. Maybe I'll run a little bit more higher just so we're not something like this. I got too much wire in this one little section area here. Okay, let's put the covers back. We'll put the, I can just pull this guy down a little bit. We'll put the bottom cover. And then I'll put the top cover here. Okay, so everything is back. So this is how it looks. Basically, we put back everything. So these are the two again. There's 24 volt. You're gonna put the red one, and the black one is gonna go under the X air, number 2, basically. Okay, and then we're gonna put the machine back and we're gonna try it and let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, bear with me. We do have to actually go enable an option in Lightburn. Okay, just to make sure this guy kicks on and off. I will show you again. I had showed you guys before in the actual machine program, but I figured out in the Lightburn too. Okay, so I just put a piece of wood here. I'm gonna focus it to the lens basically. So let me jog this guy here just to show you. Now I can tell if my setup right now is working because I can try it from here actually. Okay, X air. So if I click on it right now, you can hear the voice. So basically every time I click on this, there's an extra air is going to come in. There's still air coming in from here, basically from the little compressor we were talking about down there, but that's a barely small air. I'm just going to use this to protect my lens. It's barely, it's barely air in there right now. Okay, but of course when Lightburn when we program Lightburn, and basically what it's going to do is going to be push this guy in and off. So that's what's going to happen. Something like that. You can hear the noise. I got about 20 psi. So let me go program Lightburn to make sure this guy turns on and on. So you go to Lightburn, you're gonna go to Tools, you're gonna go under Edit, you're gonna go to Machine Setting. Okay, under Machine Setting, you're gonna load your machine setting, and you're gonna go down under Vendor Setting. Okay, and you're gonna click Yes, and you're gonna go down, and you're gonna see this option here where it says Enable Air Assist Output. Okay, so we're gonna click to that. We're gonna make it a true. Okay, so now every time we're gonna click right, and we're gonna click OK. Now every time, let's say if I make a box right now, okay, I select the box as red. Sorry, go to box and make a box. Now this option here where it says air on off. So if I click this on, okay, we're gonna make 2 boxes. Okay, so we're gonna do a cut inside a cut, just to show you what I mean. So we're gonna do a cut inside another cut. Let's just line them up together in the center, like this guy. Make it smaller, just to show you what I mean. So we'll make this guy, let's say blue. Okay, and we'll lift the blue up. So we'll have the blue first cutting. With the blue, I'm not going to turn the air assist on. Okay, so we're going to have no air assist on the blue. Sorry guys, it was my water chiller, it's too cold. So for example, the first option is going to do the same as the second one, but with no air assist. I'm going to change the numbers. So we'll do 9 millimeter per second, 30, because last time I actually, if you guys recall, I updated my meters and I got more power. And we're going to do, of course, one pass, and we're going to do the same thing to this guy. Okay, 9 at 30. Maximum power is going to be 30, one pass. Okay, double check the numbers. The first one is 30, 0. No, we're going to do 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, one pass. And this guy, 9, 30, 30, one pass. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this program and see what's going to happen. Okay, guys, we're going to run the program right now. So the first box, the air should not turn on. In the second box, we should have an air compressor air on. Let's run it. It helps if I actually turn the laser on. So we'll do this guy again. Alright, let's go. So right now I'm cutting with just a small air of the actual regular air compressor, and now I am using the actual air compressor air. See it? Let me bring the laser on top of it just to have a light. You see it right now. This second. You can see the difference between actually this cut here, the inside, how much dust did it make compared to the cut outside. Okay, plus that's gonna probably improve my cut. I'm gonna speed up my speed right now to see if I can actually cut with the air assist. Let's say 15. So that's the small compressor air assist, and this is the actual big compressor air assist. Okay, now I increase the speed to 15, so the outside it kind of almost gonna break, and the inside too. Let's look it up. Maybe the inside will break easier than the outside because it's smaller. Let's turn it around. Usually broke just a half, but the cleanliness, and I'm using only 30% power. Okay, so I'm not using a lot of power, but again, it's way cleaner than. So power wise, maybe I did improve a little bit, but the most thing I improved on actually the outside clean. Let me I'll do 2 cuts right now. I'm gonna do another box. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another box just to have like 2 outside cuts with the actual air assist. So let's hook up the camera, and we're gonna do the inside cut with just a small air assist, and the outside cut is gonna be with the 2 outside cut with the big air assist compressor. Okay, the first one, I do have my door open, so there's a lot of smoke. But see, the first one is actually gonna be the without air, this one, and the other one with the big air assist. The compressor just turned on right now after 2 cuts, 20 psi. It's not that loud, but it's a little bit shaky. Let me zoom out. So he's turning on right now. Okay, it's a little bit, the whole table is shaking, that's all. Other than that, it's not that loud. I can live with that, there's no noise. But let's zoom in here and show you guys what I'm talking about the cleanliness of this. I'm gonna give you guys more light. can see this inside cut and this guy, how clean it is compared to the actual, sorry, my camera is drifting. The two cuts, the inside one was just the regular air assist, and the two outside with the regular, with the other one. Okay, they all break, of course. They're gonna break. I'm gonna go back to my old power anyway, but you can see maybe I do have too much air. I think I thought it was 20, but maybe I did a little bit more 20. I'm gonna go and check it out, but you can see at least this guy here cut. They're both cut, but of course it's gonna go bigger. Actually, the inside one did not cut. I have some. Depends on the wood. And I am not. This is not a balsa. What do they call it? Balsa woods or something. This is actually 5.25 millimeter hard. Hardwood. Okay. So this basically depends how much they glue inside of this wood. So this is not balsa wood that you can cut. Some machine can cut like maybe, I want to say 10 millimeter or something, but that's balsa because it's a little bit dry and all the stuff. So again, I hope you guys like this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment. Again, here's the actual machine. The compressor got hooked up in the back. Need any help or anything, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. Have a nice day.